Okay.
It sounds like
Thank you.
Brian was like thankful for that. But
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was rambling and caught himself.
welcome to Monday Night Tattoo Talk.
Woo!
Welcome to Monday Night Inc.
That's right. I'm your host, Big Jim.
You know, I got a tattoo, nose piercing by a guy named Bubba. That was a fun story.
Well,
Tattoo
I
nose
mean,
piercer?
No, a nose
Hmm?
piercing. I went to a tattoo shop to
Oh,
get it.
but where you are, you could throw a rock and probably hit a Bubba.
Yeah, but he didn't
In
look like a Bubba.
a tattoo. Wait, are we saying a tattoo in the nose or on the nose?
No,
Well,
I have no facial tattoos. Nor do I
Okay.
plan to get any.
Bubba either.
Not yet.
Well, I mean, Bubba was probably a nickname, right? It wasn't. It's not on his birth certificate.
It was in Tupelo, so there's a chance it was on his birth certificate.
Yeah, his full name was Bubbaronomy.
Oh, please, they don't get this. Bubba
Follow
Joe or
you.
something like that. Bubba Bob. Bubba.
Bubba Jim.
Bubba Jim, yeah.
You got a brother also named Bubba, so they're Dubba Bubba.
And their dad's name's Hubba, so.
Bubba.
Mhm.
And their granddad's name is Wubba.
That's right. Soon we're going to open our Kickstarter for Redneck Borg.
Yeah.
I mean, why not? They have like
I'm sure that exists and we aren't allowed to play it on this podcast.
they have the communist one. They have the communist revolution one. Somewhere out there, someone's modded Morkborg to be Redneck Borg.
Hmm.
Cyborg is pretty good, actually.
I was
Oh,
gonna
they've
make an
got
MMA
voice
joke,
systems.
but no.
That's like got the weird dystopian city.
Yeah.
They kind of all have weird dystopian cities.
I mean,
But
it's
like
a really versatile
it's a
system.
thing.
Death in Space is a weird
Space
dystopian
station.
space station.
Yeah. Weird
All right,
dystopian hub location.
Well, speaking of weird and dystopia, Mondays and nights and heroes. Tattoos.
Yeah, the fact anybody thinks we're heroes.
Well, we're more heroes now than we were a few
Hey!
years ago.
Oh.
He who shall not be named.
That's right.
You may hate the heroics we model, but you should
With
have
wish-
seen the other guy's ideas.
With Wish Voldemort.
Not Wish Voldemort. God, this is Timu.
Timu.
No. We can't be pissing off our friends over in the lovely nation of China.
Sure can. They can't find me. There's too many trees.
Yeah, they don't have any of our relatives kept in captivity.
Mm-hmm.
Becky Chan. All right. So we are playing Temple of Elemental Evil using old school essentials as the engine. I'll be your driver, Steve. Let's introduce everybody and we'll do a quick recap and do this thing. So, the particular order of clockwise. Jay, who are you?
I am playing a drow thief, Baltana, back from his vacation.
Figured you were just in a stupor this whole time.
I was.
Matt.
I'm Dagmark, the dwarven priest of Moradin.
Me. That brings me to Rodney.
I am playing Silric, the elf, master of spell and sword, and creator of trouble.
It's funny because it's true.
Nico.
I am playing Tiffany, the Drow Ranger, who is just happy that they got their appetite back and is nowhere near those rooms that were on those doors. Nasty doors.
I'm playing Sargog, the half-orc princess.
Right.
Yep.
Only back from half a country away.
What? Oh, I'm playing. It's like I'm Brian playing Squitter Cutbait, Bard Extraordinaire, Raconteur, and Adventurer with a bell, I think. But see, I haven't used that in a while because of a cavern incident. But I digress.
You haven't used that never.
Maybe I do need to fix that this round. Well, I'll think about it.
Hey, Squitter. Good
Evil doers
glad you're
beware.
awake. Hold this
Yeah.
sack for me.
All right. Ooh, it's a sack.
Yes, I'm giving him the
What's it?
sack with the Jiangxi's head in it.
Oh
Since
my.
he left us holding the bag, I'm leaving him holding the bag.
Well, he seems to be a little bit out of it. It's like, they don't regenerate, do they?
Do
I
you
haven't
really
checked
want to
for-
find out?
I feel like I should at least try to check the lore on that.
Little tiny arms and legs are hanging out of the neck stop.
Fear me!
So last time on Monday Night Heroes, you guys finally made it to the Temple of Elemental Evil. After, air quote, securing your pack animals in the temple itself, which seemed to be trashed. Like it's been 20 years and no one bothered to clean it up. You found a well that went deeper than a well normally should, and discovered there was a ramp winding around the interior perimeter of the well. That's where you find yourselves now, going down this ramp one at a time, and you can tell me what your dungeon marching order is.
Or
I believe I was bringing up the rear.
I would probably be up front scouting.
Okay, so we'll have Baltana up front.
Bookend trowel. Bookend trowel.
All right.
Baltana in the front, maybe Dagmark second.
I thought Sargog was second and I was third.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, I can go second.
Sargog and Dagmark.
That sounds like a sitcom.
Squishy Bard in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
holding the torch.
Squitter. Okay, and then Surik and then Timpani.
Yep.
All right. So it winds down for about 40 feet, just going around and around. And Baltana, at one point you notice in the brickwork of the wall of the well, it's dark. Well, I mean, that doesn't really matter. You have a torch and the rest of you have infravision, but it's darkish.
Who can't see
The
in the
torch.
dark?
The human.
Oh,
Oops. Sorry.
Okay.
The torch does get in the way of the infravision, but you can see that the sides are oddly dry. You would think a well would be wet,
wet. Yeah.
but it's not. And as you make your way around, you noticed the outline of a faint light etched into the stonework there. It looks like it might be the back end of a door, but it's about half sized.
Okay. Um,
There's no visible means of, there's no knob or anything. It's just like the outline of a small door.
can I wait, so pickpocket, find treasure trap? No.
If
Would I be able to try to see if I can find the outline or how to open a door? Is that a possibility?
That is
If not, I
certainly
have.
a possibility.
Okay.
So what are you doing?
So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find the outline of the door to see if there's anything that can help either open it or if I could push it.
Okay, so you start to whittle, I guess, like with your fingers, maybe your thieves' tools,
Yep.
like tracing the line of the door around. And as you get to the top, and you start to like kind of slide it along, you hear a click, and the door slides down.
Open sesame.
in a good way or a bad way?
I guess we'll find out. How big is the door? You said it was small.
It's about 4 feet tall. So it's like a half door, a 3/4 door, we'll call it.
Okay.
And you open it, and a faint light spills into the shaft that you're in. You're all like on this ledge, kind of looking in. And Baltana, you see, it opens out into a corridor. You can see in front of you there are about 20 feet of like some sort of debris. It looks like it stretches to the left and to the right, and past that, it looks like there's a corridor 20 feet wide, heading away from you. So you're almost at a T section, but the top of this T, which is where you're coming from, is the floor is covered with some sort of debris.
Okay. I guess proceed slowly. So I'll duck. I can make it through the door. You said it's 3/4 door, so I could probably duck through it with no issues. I assume.
Yeah, it's yeah, you duck.
Yeah. Okay. And I will continue to poke on it and take a peek. So
Right.
you said we can go up and it goes left to right? In the
Yeah, so
corridor?
okay, so well, a couple things happen all at once when you step out into this corridor. You could see
Awesome.
to the left and right of you, you're in a 20-foot corridor. Like it's a 20-foot wide corridor. That is the top of a T section. You can see that it goes off in either direction for a while. How far does your infravision go?
I'm looking right now. Infravision is it says just says infravision. Let me look it up in the DMG.
Okay. Well, it goes. The corridor continues in either direction. It looks like it fades out after your infravision. So
Infravision is 90 feet.
Oh no, it doesn't. It's about. It goes for a distance either way, and then it stops. So you're almost in a room, but to the south of you, with an unlittered floor, is a 20-foot wide corridor that extends 40 feet beyond where this corridor is, if that makes any sense. So think of a T. The top of the T goes in either direction. probably 70 feet in either direction, and then 40, 50, 60 feet down.
Okay.
So you step, as soon as you step onto this, you hear the crunch, and you feel like something dry crunching under your boots, and you look down and it's bones. It's skeletons of humanoids mixed up just for like 100 by 20 feet. It's
Natural
a lot of
causes?
bones. It's a lot of bones. There's skulls grinning up at you. Some of them look gnawed. There are some complete skeletons. You could see they're wearing like broken armor and dented caps. Maybe one holding like a busted shield out in front of it. There's bent and broken weaponry. It almost looks like there was a huge battle here and no one won.
Okay,
Rat
but it
one.
doesn't work. Yeah, I mean,
it's a corridor of old death.
Okay.
but not
but-
recent ones.
No,
Good.
no. But Baltana, as soon as you step down, give me a roll D6, Baltana.
Yes, sir. I'm rolling a d6, and I rolled a 5.
Okay. Usually, you've fought enough skeletons and undead to know that they're fairly silent. They don't make noise. They don't have to breathe. But you hear the rattling of bones because coming up from amidst this debris are 10 human skeletons.
Ooh.
Sargog, I got some playmates for you.
And then another 6. It could only be gnoll skeletons moving in from the east. And they're clacking their way through their fallen comrades, coming right toward you guys. You did win initiative. So what are you doing? Baltana, you're the only one in the corridor right now.
You're the only one saying this.
Awesome.
Well, I would say that Sargol, you probably see all this too because you're like right behind him.
I whisper to the others, fuck.
Why did the thief do that again? I am going to state to the party, basically saying incoming skeletons. And I am going, I can't back up because I would back out of the party. I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand a little to the side. How wide is it in this corridor now? It's not 20 feet. It's a little bit
The
more narrow.
corridor is, well, the corridor itself is 20 feet.
Okay.
But you're in the middle of this T and there's another corridor
Yep.
going to the south as well.
So what my plan is I'm going to back up a little bit. I'm not, I know this is going to be hard to believe. I'm not going to charge into battle. I'm going to pull back some and let those who can swing a little bit harder go in front of me.
Yeah, so the corridor itself is dimly lit. You could see off on either side. There's a couple of torches and sconces on the walls.
Yep. Okay.
That it's lit enough, but it's not overly bright.
Okay. I guess all I'm going to do is I'm going to hold on to my sword and just prepare myself.
Okay, so you defer your action.
I will defer my action right now. I don't want to charge in.
All right. Baltana, you're Baltana, sorry. Sargol, what are you doing? So, as you look in, you see that the human skeletons are off to to your right, and the gnoll skeletons are off to your left.
Well, to the group, should I just go run in and charge at them, or do we want to see what they're doing?
Well,
Oh,
I
they're
mean,
clearly walking toward Baltana.
our big gun
yep.
against the undead is third in line. So
Yeah, I can always try to turn him.
Yeah, should we just try that first?
yeah, let's see if we can thin the herd a little bit before we go running in.
Yeah.
Okay. So Dagmar, you Baltana goes to one side, Sarko goes to the other, and they give you mock bows. You're up.
Oh.
What are you doing? As if I didn't know.
Holding up my holy symbol, saying a little prayer.
All right.
Mhm.
So what level are you?
That's a really good question.
You're 4th level, right?
5th level.
5th level.
Yeah. So anything 2 hit dice or less is destroyed automatically. 2 hit die star, like ones with special abilities, are turned automatically, and 3 hit die creatures are turned automatically.
And it doesn't matter the total hit dice, right? There could be an army of 1 hit dice.
Right.
Creatures, yeah.
But
So
I turn up to a 9. I rolled a 9, so that means I turn up to a 4 hit die creature. So that would be the one that would go.
Yeah, so
I turned 5 hit dice total of creatures.
that are beyond 2, right? 1s and 2s